All right, Street, what's up with you, man?
What's up, bro? What's good? What's good? What's good?
Good, I'm good, man. We ain't had no news clipping today, dog. We pressed for time up in this joint, man. What's going on with you, dog?
I'm chilling, my boy. I'm chilling.
Yeah, man. Well, look, man, we back on Hayes Street, man. Gotta let people pile on in. We still at Barnett Park in NYC, man. You see the people hanging out, chilling, enjoying the day, man, on this great Tuesday. What's kind of been going on with you as we let the people pile on in, man? What you had going on today?
No, man. Did watching this transfer portal, man. Transfer portal did a little stock trading. Um, wake up in the morning, everybody, somebody gone, man.
Well, them boys vanishing like beam me up, Scotty. Beam me up.
Yeah,
Hold on. Speaking of trading, let's get this out the way right now. I've been watching you, and you told me to watch me, and I'm looking at Bitcoin. It's at 59,000. I'm in the hole right now. I need to do some talking, huh?
man.
Somebody explaining to
The
do,
people.
Lucy.
You teaching the people bad. You teaching the people bad. Bad.
No, you supposed to combat it. Be like, bro, that's part of it. Like that's because what I just said is what most people will say. Man, I lost money. What? And how you talked me off the ledge?
You did lose money. Okay, so right. So if you believe in it, right? Like either you buy it at the right price and you never lose money because you brought it at the bottom, or you just get in it long term. When it go down, you should be like hip hip hooray! So because you could buy more cheaper.
True story. True
It's like
story.
yeah. I'm glad you do that because that is how most people feel when they get in, and eventually they get stressed out and take their money out.
For sure.
When what you should be doing is dollar cost averaging down if you believe in its long term.
Well, I'm finna go buy some more. Street, you just convinced me. I'm finna go buy some more. I got $8 and
Hey,
32.
like throwing your money in the gas tank, huh?
But like, I gotta drive under 60 so the carburetor don't open up, man.
You said we
But
had
anyway,
you said we had 59, that's 60,000 big car.
it just went up. When I saw it this morning, it was at 59. I like, hey, what was your boy? Was it Ja Rule in Fast and Furious when he lost the race? He was like, no.
That thing at 59. Look at it like this. In February, it was at 50.
Mm.
It's weird. It's weird because 6 months ago we was begging for it to go to 49.
Yeah, nah, that's how it go, man. Like you said, it's one of those
Down to
things, man.
59, and people like, oh man, is that 59?
Nah, it's a creepy crawly, man. It's a creepy crawly type thing, man. Let's give a couple shout outs and let's get into it, man. We already got 130 in the building, man. Appreciate y'all. We are dual streaming this thing on my Coach Hayes football as well as Footballville, man. I'm Coach Hayes. That's my man D Streeter in the building. He in his lunchbox right now. So we here at Barnett Park again in New York, hanging out with the folks there on this beautiful Tuesday. And so let's go ahead and get into this, man. Give a couple shout outs before we go. I got Google Man in the building, Big Wig Cleaning, IMAX, CW Made, Third Degree 7. What's up with y'all? Raw Hot in the building. Hey, them raw tunes funny, bro. You shout out for that one. You pulled the oldie but goodie out a long time ago. I like my you outfit you put on me too, man. Much love. Geo, man, what's up, man? I'm glad you're back in the building. Big Bucks fan. I don't like that part about you, but we'll get over it. I am Adam and Marine E. Somebody gave you some love right here. Correct me if I'm wrong. In that y'all call right there? Street?
Hoorah. Marines, yeah, dog. Hoorah.
I be scared to say it because I
Yeah,
ain't
that,
in the Marines. I don't want nobody jumping me like I'm in a
that,
fraternity.
we jump on you for that. That boy look like old grunt out there, boy out there in the field with the old M16, huh? What you holding in your hand, dog? That boy out there in the field. When say he was, I'm coming here to kill. I'm coming to kill somebody.
Not me.
That boy went to the third to shoot somebody, boy.
I heard that. Lady Ray in the building as well. What's up with you, Lady Ray? All right, man. Let's go and jump into this, man. Basically, the topic of the day is top players that have jumped in the portal and have already started making their commitments and their landing in the portal. And on my thumbnail, I had one of the bigger names in the portal was Dylan Edwards from Colorado, has landed at K-State. and there's quite a few of them. We could name some if you guys want to name some in the chat. You're more than welcome. But I just want to talk about this, and we know what the first half was, right? That was kind of a big wave. The second wave was kind of like maybe a different level, but there's some big names that did pop in there, man. So, Street, what's your thought about this, man?
Yeah, the second half wasn't as impactful. All the spring games are done, everything done. So if you're jumping in, you got to jump in now. Few big names. I mean, Miami just landed one of the big names, Damian Martinez. You got Michigan State defensive lineman Harmon still out there. So few big names in this one, but it was none like the first one. Ja'Cory Brown. You got Ja'Cory Brown.
Yeah, UCF.
Huge name.
No, I think that's big for them, right? It may not be a big name in essence when you think about college football overall, but for what UCF is picking up, they just got Trayvon Fagans. I'm telling you, UCF is sleeping giant, y'all. They just got Trayvon Fagans, who was Alabama, went to USC. Now he back at UCF. And they're getting those kind of guys, like I said before. They're getting those kind of guys. And I think that Gus Malzahn he like Bitcoin, slow and steady, and is growing bit by bit, if that makes sense. What I'm saying. Again, we talked about Damian Martinez, the Oregon State running back, 1,000+ yard rusher, man, decides to commit to the U. All you the haters out there.
6.1 yards a carry.
Oh, that's big.
What does that tell you, Hayes? If he's not super fast, right? He's 230 pounds, but he averaged 6 yards a carry.
Mm-hmm.
Is that O-line? Is a good some blocking going on over there? What does that tell you?
I believe that. I mean, I would definitely have to give the big ugly some love. There's some blocking, but it's also some vision in there, right? You got to be able to see it. Sometimes the hole is not where it's supposed to be. So you got to be able to see it. And when you're 230 pounds and you get behind your pads, it's very rare you fall backwards. Very rare that you fall backwards. Right. When you get hit, even when you make impact, you still gain that half yard, 1 more yard, 2 or 3 just through pumping your legs. So that's what the plus in being a big back and a nimble guy. I don't think he's top end fast, right? I don't, he's not breaking the bank when it comes to speed. Probably run a good 40, but I mean, he's fast enough. I'll put it to you like that, right? He's fast enough in that sense, right? Like he's not a Chris Johnson fast, that kind of dude. I'm talking about our Chris Johnson, not the NFL Titan Chris Johnson or Hellcat fast, but I believe he's definitely fast enough that you can definitely make some move. And shout out to Zoe right there. He's definitely faster than the Florida State Simmer Yos. Yeah, man. So
that's crazy. Yeah, no, 6.1 yards, man. That's getting it, boy. And you're right, vision. That's when I sat down and watched all his highlights from the Oregon State's game Sunday morning, and that's what I get out of it. He can see. He has vision. He knows where the hole is. He hit it, and it's 232 pounds coming through it. You ain't tackling him with an arm. That's what I got out of it, man. He's a one cut slashing like
downhill
vision. The first thing you said was vision. He can see the hole. He hit it, and it's gonna be hard to bring down once you make contact. That's wild. But he's one of the bigger names that was in the portal, man. You got any more big names?
Yeah, let's talk about your guy. I want to make sure I'm correct, but let's talk about your guy that actually turned football on its head a couple years ago, a year ago rather, with the whole NIL, a young man out of California named Jaden Rashada. We know his whole story. If you don't know, you're sleeping under a college football rock. NIL was big. It was Miami commit, then he was a Florida guy, and then Florida allegedly, as you got to put the air quotes up, didn't cut the check, ends up at Arizona State, and now he's committed to Georgia. Huh? Georgia.
And I bet you if we looked under the hood, right, there's some coach that's at Georgia that knows that dealt close with Jaden Rashada, who knows exactly who he is. I bet you. Because that's a usually after what happened with him, right? Heading to where he had ended up at Arizona State. Usually the big programs don't touch guys like that because they don't have to. But I bet you somebody knows somebody.
Oh, somebody
that knows Jaden Rashada. And they're like, no, coach. Get him. He a real deal.
And here it is. Carson Beck is on his last year, right? He ready to run. Should be one of the top quarterback picks coming out. And they need a guy. See, Carson Beck was an insurance policy for them. If something was to happen to Stetson Bennett, Carson Beck was a patient soldier. Sat there. So they were comfortable for the past 5 years, 6 years, 7 years,
Very.
But now, once Carson Beck goes, are they comfortable with their backup? I'm not familiar. If any Bulldog fans in the house, let us know who the backup was prior to Jaden Rashada, or maybe still is the backup. Jaden Rashada got to come beat him out. But that'd be big. Tyler Williams, since we're on Georgia, Tyler Williams leaves Georgia. Remember, Georgia beat out Miami for him. Hold up. Round of applause. 305 in the building. 305 in the building. Y'all clap it up. Y'all go ahead and clap it up.
305.
305 in the building.
Clap it, though. We ain't getting no clap.
I know, man. I think I jacked it up. Let me see.
I think I jacked it up.
Yeah, because I was rewiring stuff in here. I was trying to the old Geek Squad, and I think I done geeked it up. But anyway, here's what I'll say to you very quickly. Tyler Williams goes to Minnesota. Now, that wouldn't be a big deal, but then they also pick up Jackson Howard from LSU, who's a Minnesota kid, a big-time edge rusher. Is Minnesota going in the bag? Shout out to the host room.
Huh? And they drop them boy getting up. Them boy done found some money, huh?
Bro, and here we go now. I can't say they're gonna be a big time. Here's what you got to watch out with cats like a doggone roll your boat. PJ Fleck. The number one safety off the board this year in the draft came from Minnesota. Come on, Street, stick with me.
Boy, Minnesota, they trying to show up, huh? And show out.
The Golden Gophers out here trying to do something. But anyway, like I said, that's a just an interesting look at it. Here's a name that most people forgot it. He actually made a commitment in the first one, but it's funny how we talk about it. You remember a guy named Corey Foreman?
Corey Foreman. From where?
The number one defensive lineman in the country. Remember, he had everybody waiting.
Oh yeah, yeah, I remember that.
And he ended up going to USC. He is now he's a Fresno State Bulldog.
Wow, after all that.
He jumped in January, but I was just saying that to me, that's a big name because he was the number one guy. And we talk about, look at the level now. All this transfer portal changing. You go from the number one guy, and now you're at Fresno State. Yikes. Shout out to Lady Ray in the building. Became a YouTube member. May was renewed. Lady Ray always in the Discord giving us the business. And let me tell y'all something. I know she don't want me to tell y'all this, but she make the best Polynesian chicken wings you can find. I'm telling you. The best Polynesian chicken wings you can find this side of digital heaven. That's kind of an inside joke, but you don't go.
Go help your boy out. I'm trying to understand.
Anyway, she said I'm already a member. Yeah, sometimes it renews and it does that. Shout out to LMV laughing at that. Who you got as another one? I got a couple of people here that's big. Of course, Dylan Edwards. You're gonna talk about him, the running back.
Where Dylan
From
Edwards end up going?
K-State Wildcats.
That was fast too.
It was quick. Now he's a Kansas guy. He's tied into Deion Sanders, aka Coach Prime, from his little league days. I think Dylan Edwards played for him during those days, and it was really shocking, even to the Colorado community, that he left. Right? I don't think a lot of people saw that. So
no, yeah, because Deion talked highly about him being this. He raised him, he coached him as a kid, and yeah, he was the last one people would have thought would have left.
Yeah, so he's a young man, like you said. When you look at this, you like, golly, that dude left, and that's some speed that they lost. Now, of course, they got some more guys back in there, and we'll definitely see what they got going. I'm trying to see here who was the other big name that popped off the board, and I'm like, man, who is this? I just remember looking.
Texas A&M corner Jacoby Matthews,
big one. Did he land somewhere? Where did he go?
I don't think he's anywhere yet. Let's see. And then you got Kamani McLean still sitting out there. People putting out weird reports on the man.
Oh, we definitely gonna jump on that one. Well, yeah, because we're gonna talk about guys, big names that have jumped in but have not committed yet. So we definitely gonna do that. Trying to think who's another big name. Somebody put in the in the chat.
Jacoby Matthews still out there. He haven't landed anywhere yet on him.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody in the building. Appreciate y'all coming through. I'm trying to think who left. He left, but I'm trying to see who were the other guys. Oh shoot. I don't know why.
This kid Jackson Howard, right?
He could play.
Out of LSU. Did you ever do a WIU? What is he?
I broke his tape down, man.
Edge rusher, right?
Yeah, edge rusher, man. And he was the number one player, I think, out of Minnesota. And it was between Minnesota and LSU.
Guess what?
I said Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Yeah. Peyton Woodard from Alabama, 6'2", 288 safety, left Alabama and went to Oregon. Uh-oh. We got a problem, Lucy. And then in a second, we'll get into guys that still may be floating. I'm trying to see some other guys.
What about Greedy Vance? Greedy Vance, Florida State.
Yeah, he's a DB, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he ended up at USC.
Yeah, I saw that. And here's what's funny that you say that. The guys that I want to make this clear. For people understanding, the portal closes on the first, or today, I guess. But it doesn't mean you can't commit. So that doesn't mean these guys can't commit. That means so far as entering your name. Thank you, Arthur. Come on, man. Shout out to Arthur in the building.
Yeah, you got to be
Marcus Bowman. Oh, that's what I was thinking about. And it was racking my brain. Bro, we got to talk about this cat.
DeMarcus Bowman, man. It's like his third time, man. This is what you've been talking about.
That's why I was over here stumbling, because I know the name I'm looking for. So DeMarcus Bowman, when I started this channel, was one of the first players I looked at, but he was already gone. And knowing Lakeland football, Chris Rainey and those kind of guys, the Pouncey twins, they got a great team, that program. And I was like, man, this dude can play. And I'm looking at it, and then I said to myself, okay, he goes to Clemson, right? He was supposed to be the next Etienne, right?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't work out. I believe his grandfather passes away, and so they said he wanted to be a little bit closer to home. So he transfers to Florida. All right, great. So, I don't like Florida at all, but I was a fan of this young man. Like, okay. Bro, I go to Florida for a game, the Tennessee-Florida game, and I see him just standing on the sideline. Nothing. I'm like,
He just
what?
stand on the side.
And then he transferred to UCF. I'm like, all right, maybe he got a chance. Gus Malzahn is there. He like to run the ball, blah, blah, blah. RJ Harvey's there. So I'm like, okay, dynamic duo. Batman and Robin. Robin and Batman, however you want to call it. Nothing. Bro, we just looked it up today. His entire college career, he has 175 yards total rushing in 4 years. And one of the top running backs coming out in the country.
Have you heard anything about him?
I don't know anything about him personally. I just think I think he was one of the top. Like when I started the breakdowns, I'm looking at the list and his tape, he popped off the tape to me. So I kind of followed him. Like, okay, who is this guy? What's going to be? And
Right.
it never turned into anything, man. And I'm like, golly, bro.
I once went to see him play. I was trying to pull up the highlights, and I know he had that famous game versus St. Thomas where he went crazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's where he jumped on the scene. Versus St. Thomas, I think he had like 4 touchdowns at state. It was on a big stage, and yeah, some. And when I went to see him play, he played against Hialeah at Lakeland. He had like 3 touchdowns that night. But I realized that he wasn't that big. He wasn't big, and he didn't jump off he didn't pop out to me.
Mm-hmm.
And like I always say, I go back to living in South Florida and being allowed to see, or not allowed, but having the privilege of seeing all these great running backs come through South Florida and editing the videos and watching it. Like, I kind of know what it looks like, man. And he didn't. When he went to Clemson, man, I remember telling Rich, man, that I didn't think he was going to. I didn't think it was what it was. I think me and Rich had like a bet or something. Like, I remember, but Rich was high. Rich went to Clemson. Rich was like, oh, boy, we got the Marcus Bowman. Man, he was at Clemson about 2 months.
Yeah, and like I said, I believe his grandfather passed, if I'm not mistaken. Someone passed close. I want to say that. Yeah, that was big right there. Who's another young man I'm looking at? That's a good one too. Oh, Corey Collier. Let's talk about him because you were close with the Palmetto Five. Corey Collier was one of the Palmetto Five with Brashard Smith. And it's funny. I'm going to tell you what's interesting about that 5. The Palmetto Five was who? Leonard Taylor, Brashard Smith, Corey Collier, John Marshall, and who was the 5th guy?
Oh, it was a young kid with the Louisville. It was Leonard Taylor, Savion, right? Savion with the FIU.
I
the
can't
big defensive lineman. He was committed to Miami, and then he decommitted with the FIU.
So that whole 5, let's look at it. So LT, Leonard Taylor, goes into the draft process. Like I say, his college career, something left to be desired. We'll just call it what it is, unfortunately. But he goes through that and then gets an undrafted free agency contract. John Marshall, if I'm not mistaken, is still at Florida. Corey Collier,
he's still there.
And I believe he's starting. Corey Collier went to Florida as well, ended up transferring out, going to Nebraska. Just left Nebraska and went to, he's now at FAMU, just committed to FAM. Brashard Smith starts at Miami. Now he's at SMU. And they just said in the chat, Savion Collins.
Yeah, Savion Collins.
Okay, yep. Savion Collins. So I don't know. I don't know him as well. But that's interesting, man, to see those 5 and how they moved around.
Corey Collier, bro. Corey Collier was a safety, sometimes cornerback. I remember Andrew Ivins saying at one point he thought Collier was the best safety in the country.
Really?
Yeah. Collier could play, bro. I'm not sure. I think sometimes it's just college football is a different game. It's a lot of other moving parts you got to deal with, different coaching, different games, and you got to translate.
No, you know what? You're right, and you talked about it yesterday. Is it coaches? Is it players? Is it players and
Right.
coaches? Is it environment? All of that stuff, man. There's so many factors that go into that. Real quick, shout out to somebody that reminded me, Geo, of course. Shout out to Geo. Uh, Deanii Jackson. Let me tell you something about Deanii Jackson. I did his breakdown, bro. I was so impressed with his high school 10th grade tape, dog.
Yeah.
His 10th grade tape was out. Listen, man, when I say crazy, because he to me was so technically sound. Ends up going to USC. Had a chance to watch him play live when USC played Colorado. And I have to say something. I was a little bit underwhelmed, dog, in his play. He didn't look fast like he did in high school. Like when I say look fast, I'm not talking about foot speed. I'm talking about playing speed, reaction speed. Like the stuff he was doing. Now he played at Matter Day, but the way in which he was playing was crazy. In a good way, I'm saying.
What you mean?
No, I was just that's why I said crazy in a good way. Like the way he was playing in high school, it was crazy, dog. Like this cat understood insulating route. I'm talking about as a 10th grader, insulating routes, route combinations, cutting routes off, getting on top of the route, leverage, all of that stuff. And then when he went to USC, it was kind of like, just a guy. I hate to say it like that, but he still had flashes. And then he is now transferred to Alabama. So now again, Nick Saban is not there, but I think is T-Rob still there? I think T-Rob is still at Alabama.
T-Rob's still there?
I don't know. I'm only assuming. Who's the DB coach at Alabama? Anybody let us know in the fact checkers. Matter of fact, Peanut. Why don't you let us know?
Peanut. Huh? You got a peanut in the comment section.
Oh, Peanut is a nut. Look at him. That's him right now. Minus the teeth.
Little nut, no Diddy.
So, yeah, that's interesting. Let's flip this deal over, man, Street. Let's flip this over and let's talk about guys who have not landed in the portal. And there's some of the top guys. And you kind of brushed up against it first as I'm looking at this, the top players that the portal in 2024. The first uncommitted player that is the top player is Kamani McLean, who's ranked at 21 right now. He's currently was at Colorado. We all know has entered the transfer portal and is currently out there in the portal. I guess he's waiting for a team, whatever. What's your take on Kamani, especially being here in Florida? I'll give you my takes on it as well, and then we'll go from there. Kind of looking at some of the top guys left out there.
I think Kamani has a ton of talent. I think he has a ton of talent. I didn't think this was going to happen fast for him. I didn't think it was going to be a smooth transition. And then when all the noise started coming out and back and forth between them and Colorado or whatever it was in your window, I'm sure that just made it a lot messier. I just think Kamani needs to go somewhere where somebody he trusts, somebody who maybe knows him, or it has to be big fish in little pond, right? You got a situation where he's the big fish in a little pond, and it's like, hey man, just don't kill nobody. Show up on Saturday. and show up on Saturday, and maybe through that process, he matures or deals with, you know what I'm saying, whatever he has going on. But I believe he has a ton of talent. I just think it has to be.
I did this tape too, man. I thought Deanii Jackson were very similar, right? In the sense of kind of playing the game, insulating routes. If you go see all that stuff, all of that stuff makes a big difference. And like you said, sometimes it's just not. It's different. The freshman blues come on real quick, and all of that other good stuff. I'll also say this, bro. I swear to you, dog. I swear to you, bro.
I hear it, dog. I was wondering what that was.
Group chats, bro. I don't even know. And I try to get out and I don't know why people put me in them because I never respond. I'm the worst group chat person ever. But anyway, so when I look at Kamani, I say the same thing, right? Find somewhere you can go. We just saw the young man from Toledo be the first cornerback picked overall. And the beauty of the cornerback position, yes, football is a team game. I get it. But it's also at that position, it's an individual game.
Right.
The cornerback, yeah, you work in tandem with the safety linebackers, but a lot of it, especially at that level, and if you're a real good man guy, they can see your talent from that position, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you can see that kind of stuff. So if he does, like you said, become a big fish, small pond, and I'm guess you're saying maybe he may be the big fish and he picks a G5 type school or he picks something like that. That's what you mean in regards to that?
Right. Uh-huh. Well, he
And
has
that doesn't mean right. And my thing is, does that mean Street? Is that a demotion in your eyes?
No, I think I don't think it. Okay.
Because a lot of fans are saying, look, he can't even get G5 offers because he hurt himself. Apparently, some writer came out with some foolishness. But anyway, go ahead.
If you're listening to them, Kamani McClain, if you're listening to the fans, then you're gonna wreck out. Like, don't listen to them. Don't listen to them. I don't think it's a demotion. I think it doesn't have anything to do with the brand at this point. It has everything to do with opportunity and you showing people that you can play football. Brownlee, we just talked about Brownlee yesterday. Mm-hmm. Brownlee walked out of Florida State. People thought the man couldn't cover anybody. You got to go somewhere where you have opportunity, right, to play football. I don't give a damn what their colors are. You need an opportunity to play football. And the smaller you go, the more opportunity you have.
That's fair.
It's not about proving anybody right at this point. It's not about saying, look at that. Colorado ain't want me, but I ended up at. You want to go somewhere where you have leverage. Especially if you're fighting through some things.
I guess Corey Foreman is in that same boat, right? The difference is he's not at a program as polarizing as Colorado. Corey Foreman, the number one, right? Think about it. Number one defensive tackle is now at Fresno State.
Right.
So, that may work out in his favor. Definitely will, right? He definitely could rack up stats.
Right. I mean, because at places like that, you have the leverage, right? They don't have a bunch of Corey Foremans waiting to take his position.
Right.
Like, you could be the difference in winning or losing this weekend at some programs. Right.
Yeah. You might mess around and get that coach a job at the next Power 5. So, no, you're right. I mean, we definitely see it. I mean, think about it. How many did Coach Kalen DeBoer have? Right? He was a G5 guy, went through, got him a job got him the job at Washington. Right? And now look at him. He's literally sitting in a blue blood school. Right?
Right.
So, now you're 100% right. You definitely got to get those guys. I actually told a lie, y'all. I apologize. I missed it. The number one person in the portal so far as ranking is an offensive lineman named Jason Zandamela from USC. I missed it because they had Florida Gators 100% crystal ball to the Florida Gators. Now, I looked him up. He's from Clearwater, Florida. From Clearwater, played at Clearwater Academy International. He's an African dude, but I don't think. Mozambique. That's where he's from. Mozambique. And he didn't move here till 9th grade. So with all that being said, he is actually the number one uncommitted guy right now in the portal, but they're saying 100% to Florida. This is all based on 247. All right. Let me look at the next guy. Who's the next guy? The next highest dude on this list that is not Tacario Davis from Arizona, a cornerback, 6'4", 195. Now that's elite size cornerback. When I do my chips, 6'4", 195, elite size at corner.
6'4"?
That's what they have it listed, 6'4", 195. The sad part is he been in the portal since January 24th. Is that a red flag?
Is it a red flag?
No, I'm just saying, is that a red flag? He has missed the entire spring at whatever university. He's been sitting there since January. He probably couldn't go anyway because he still because he could have left out of that semester. Maybe he signed up for that semester. Maybe he signed up for that. He was in that semester because he did the 24th. So maybe he got into the semester at Arizona and he just want to finish it out and graduate. Maybe I don't know, but he's in the portal, and nobody's. They say he's been practicing. Okay. He has a do not contact tag. Jesus Christ, when did we get to this, y'all? This gentleman,
what?
I'm looking at the chat right there. It says he has a do not. Veli says he has a do not contact tag, but I'm in the portal. Do not contact me for what? What are you holding out? What is going on with this portal? That's nuts. So,
what is that,
bro? I don't know. Some
he holding out.
I don't know. I mean, 6'4", 195 is definitely intriguing. Definitely, everybody will be looking at him. But again, maybe he's holding out for more money. I don't know, bro. I have not a clue why these kids holding out. And then Jacoby Matthews, the safety from Texas A&M, who entered April 16th, has not committed anywhere. He's the 65th best rank.
He's still in the portal, right?
Still in the portal. And then the next one, actually, Tyler Barron from Tennessee. Well, I'm sorry, Tennessee, committed to Louisville. And then he's back in the portal. Has not played for Louisville. He's back in the portal now. He's 6'5", 255. He's a big dude, too. Now, I saw him in person. Yeah, a nice-sized cat, though. Nice-sized cat. And apparently he was supposed to have been in Miami this weekend. So I'm not sure.
Tennessee got a couple dudes in the portal, huh?
I think so.
Yeah, because Miami was intrigued like you were. What about Harmon? Where's Harmon on your list? The Michigan State defensive lineman.
Speaking of him, he's 101. I was up to 100. He's the 101st best player, 6'5", 320, Michigan State. And he's the one I believe canceled his visit to Miami, if I'm not mistaken. Is that correct?
Well, I knew he was coming. I didn't know they were saying he was going to come with Simeon, the other Michigan State defensive line. Michigan State needs some dudes up front on that D-line, don't they?
Well, ever since Mel started tuckering, it's been that's all I'm gonna tell you. Ever since Mel started going over, the old tuck rule. Oh, I got a new one. Mel with the old tuck rule. It's over. And shout out to Jaden Wayne. They say shout out to Larry Frank. I believe that's Larry Frank from Utah, baby. It's Utah, baby. He just said that Jaden Wayne has committed to Washington, and we know he was a West Coast kid. So
did he?
Yeah, that's what Larry Frank said in there earlier. I saw it earlier, but we hadn't gotten to that section yet. Yeah.
Washington. And Jaden Wayne, that's where he's from, right?
Yeah, he's from the state of Washington. I don't know where exact, Spokane or whatever. I'm not sure. But yeah, he's from the state of Washington.
Right.
Yeah. So that's kind of where we are, man, within the top 100 of guys that are out there and available and left. I just look at it as very interesting and everything else that these guys jump in the portal. And we'll see, man. And we'll see. So we'll definitely check it out.
You know what it seems like? It seems like it's a lot of portal jumping and like them not having an idea of what they're going to do. And I would have thought after like the third term of the portal, fourth term of the portal, like we're not doing that. Like we ain't doing that. But man, for the ones who didn't have a choice, a lot of kids getting pushed out. You know what I'm saying? But for the ones who didn't have a choice,
Mm-hmm.
I just would have. I would think that they would be doing a little more strategic, bro. They just jumping in the water with jumping in the water with the lifeguard vest on. Start treading.
Well, here's what I'm gonna tell you. I have to say this.
Somebody coming.
Well, here's what's
What?
happening too. These coaches pushing them out there too because they got to get their numbers down, and like that's what a lot of people not realizing. These coaches got to get these numbers to 85, right? And they might want to keep a little cap space there in case somebody big pop in over the summer. You might need 1 or 2 open spots where if you don't fill it up, guess what happens? You might go in and get that walk on a scholarship just to fill it up, but you want to have at least 1 or 2 spots available in case, where you got a guy, yeah, I like him, I don't like him, I like him, I don't like him. Go ahead, get in the water.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying. The ones that didn't get pushed in, like just the ones that just jumped in. Yeah, we know some of them don't have a choice. Some of them just getting thrown in the water like a pool party. But dog, hey, done left me. Oh, I guess his old street show then and put him in the old back. I guess his old street show then. What happened to my dog? Hey, Hayes, are you out there? Coach Hayes. He should pop back in here soon, man. You know, jumped into the abyss, man. I hope nobody came in his house and stole him. But no, man. So these kids, the kids that if you're thinking about getting in the portal, well, you ain't got much time. You're about to jump in this portal. So if you're still thinking about it, you ain't did it, man. Go on sit on down, man. If you ain't did it by now, man. Go ahead and chill out, man. If you ain't jumped in the portal by now. But for the ones that's thinking about the portal or got a little pressure, you got to sit down, man, and get a piece of paper and write down pros and cons. Oh man, my current coach, breath stink. I don't like the food here. Girls don't want nothing but money. And then you gotta write the pros and the cons down, like what's gonna happen. And then man, try your best not to just jump in the portal. Like you got family members with relationships and you know other kids from other programs. Have your family reach out to somebody or something. You know what I'm saying? You got kids, you can talk to your homeboys at other programs. Yeah, don't just jump in because as of today, 3,600 kids jumped in the portal. 3,600. Should I say that number again? Shout out to Joshua Steele. Joshua Steele says the best show. Josh says the best show on the internet. That boy says the best show on the internet. On the internet. I'm gonna put up this kid right here. Kyle Ford, USC wide receiver. Transferred to UCLA. And USC, UCLA, big round. Played at UCLA, I think, for a season. That boy jumped back in the portal, went back to USC, and was like, I'm back. That boy went and played for the Ox and jumped right back in the portal and went right back home. That boy said, I'm back. E. Brown say, Street, you getting high marks for your comment. What's comment, E Brown? This is funny, dog. Best show on the internet. That boy said, "I'm back." That's what. That's wild. We got a couple of these crazy, wild, crazy stories out here. Let me look up Cal 4 stats. That my dog head right there. You know what I'm saying?
Bruh, I was in the portal, dog. Bro, they snatched me, dog. I was in the portal, dog.
Hey, they bushwhacked me. It was about 30, 40 of them.
Bro, they got me, dog. I was in the portal, cuz. I think I'm good now. I think I'm good. Bro, I don't know what happened.
To you, dog?
I'm going to tell you what happened. I was trying to rearrange my wires, and I'm going to tell you what happened. My foot hit the power. You know, I hit the power strip, and I hit the switch with my foot. I had it too close, and I hit the switch. I was trying to move it in my... Sorry, dog.
I held it down, dog.
I appreciate it. I was going to call you, but I had to wait for the things to come back up. I'm good now. Joshua Steele for the 1999. Appreciate it, dog. Best show on the internet.
That boy said the internet.
Internet. Anyway.
On the internet.
I appreciate it, dog. Appreciate that, man. Dang on big toe. But anyway, yeah, Street. So that's where we at, man. I don't know where you left off, dog. You rolling with it?
No. I was just looking at the kid that went to USC and then went to UCLA and then went back to USC.
Who was that?
Kyle Ford.
I don't know who that is.
Wide receiver.
Boy say, I'm back.
Boy went to the Ops.
Oh, that's crazy, dog. That boy literally went across the street.
That boy went to the Ops.
Johnny Garland said, what's your Discord? If it's not in the link, I'm sorry. I think LMV will throw it up there real quick. I apologize. I don't know why the Discord link always seems like it changes. I think it expires or something. I don't know. I'm not real well versed on Discord. We got two great people that run it and some other great people that's always in there, man. So I appreciate it. But yeah, no, I don't know anything about Kyle Ford.
Yeah, boy, that boy went over to the Ops and came right back like it was all right.
Yeah.
Nah, we straight. we straight. We straight. Y'all straight. We straight.
We straight. The internet. We on the internet. Yes, sir. I'm loving it. Yeah, bro. So like I said, the portal will slow down a little bit. Like I'm saying, Street, the portal will slow down a little bit. You know, but I think there's another one gonna open up in the summer, if I'm not mistaken.
It is. Hey, no, I was telling them 3,600 kids as of today have jumped in the portal. That's a cemetery, dog. Despite what y'all may think it is, it's a cemetery, dog.
And I hate to use this term, but I got a member named E. Brown. Might be the oldest living human being on earth. I think he's 427. He calls it the scrub hub, and I hate that for them. But
the scrub hub.
He calls it the scrub hub, dog.
Oh, like, hell no.
Everybody keeps saying rip Drake. What happened to Drake, dog?
I know your boy responded. Want to listen to it? Kendrick Lamar responded.
I don't even know what he said to Kendrick Lamar. I just heard Chris Brown go off on Quavo. Don't get bodied by a singing.
Why y'all saying R.I.P. Drake? It was nasty like that?
But you familiar with U alum Key West legend? Yeah, Joe Myra? Yeah. Okay. Shout out to that, man.
What?
Key West legend Joe Myra was his head coach, my high school coach. Cool, man. What school you went to, Preston? What school you went to? Oh, Lou say you put it in the Discord. All right, I'll definitely hear it. I'll definitely hear it. It's called Euphoria. Man, I can't keep up with rich. I can't keep up with rich people problem. Them rich dudes, dudes beefing, dog.
Nah, it's going down right now.
Oh shoot. Oh well. Oh, they go to copyright. Hey, I was trying to see how long we could go without getting one. We got one every day.
Them superpowers get neutralized. I can only watch in silence. The famous actor we once knew is looking paranoid and now spiraling. You're moving just like a degenerate. Heavy antic is feeling distasteful. Why calculate you not as calculated? I can even predict your angles. Fabricating stories on the family front, cause you heard Mr. Morale. A pathetic master manipulator. I can smell the tails on you now. You're not a rap artist, you're a scam artist with the hopes of being accepted. Tommy Hilfiger stood out, but FUBU never had been your collection. I make music that electrify 'em. You make music that pacify 'em. I can double down on that line, but spare you this time. That's random acts of kindness. Know you're a master manipulator and habitual liar too. But don't tell no lie about me, and I won't tell truths about you.
I'm about to say that beat ain't picked up, boy. I was out of here. I'm about to say that beat didn't pick up. I was gonna be out of here, dog.
Shoo! 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 Beep, 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 beep. Yeah, I'm out the way, yeah, I'm low, okay. Yeah, the island right here is remote, okay. I ain't thinking about no reaper. Nigga, I'm reaping what I sow, okay. Got a Benjamin and a Jackson all in my house, like I'm Joe, okay. Hellcat, met his homeboys in them types LA solo, okay. Everybody wanna be demon till they get chipped by your throwaway. And I might do a show a day. Once a lame, always a lame. Oh, you thought the money, the power of fame will make you go away. Have you ever played? Have you ever? Okay, nigga, let's play. Have you ever walked your enemy down like with a poker face? Have you ever paid $500 like to an open case? Well, I have, and I failed at both, but I came out straight. I hate when I rap or talk about guns, then somebody died, they turn into nuns, then I hop online like pray for my city, he faking for likes and digital hugs. His daddy a killer, he wanna be junior, they must have forgot the shit that they done. Dementia must run in his family, but let it get shaky. I park your son. The very first time I shot me and Drake, the homie had told me to aim it this way. I didn't point down enough. Today I show you I learned from those mistakes. Somebody had told me that you got a ring. On God, I'm ready to double the wage. I'd rather do that than let a Canadian nigga make Pac turn in his grave. Cut the finish, you got shit twisted. What is it, the brakes? I hurt your feelings, you don't work with me no more. Okay. There's 3 ghosts left, and I see 2 of them kissing and hugging on stage. I love them to death, and in 8 bars I'll explain that phrase. It's nobody can tell me. I don't want to talk on no celly. You know I got language barriers. There's no accent you can sell me. You're cold and ivory, no, I'm a selfish nigga. The crown is heavy. I pray they my real friends. If not, I'm YNW Melly. I don't like you popping shit at Pharrell. For him, I inherit the beef. Yeah, fuck all that pushing P. Let me see you push a T. You better off spinning again on him. You think about pushing me. He's Terrence Thornton, I'm Terrence Crawford. Yeah, I'm whooping feet. We ain't gotta get personal, this a friendly fade. You should keep it that way. I know some shit about niggas that make gonna wanna look like a saint. This ain't been about critics, not about gimmicks, not about who the greatest. It's always been about love and hate. Now let me say I'm the biggest hater. I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. I hate the way that you sneak this. If I catch flight, it's gonna be direct. We hate the bitches you fuck, cause they confuse themselves with real women. And notice I said we, it's not just me. I'm what the culture feeling. How many more fairy tale stories about your life till we had enough? How many more black features till you finally feel that you're black enough? I like Drake with the melodies. I don't like Drake when he act tough. You gon' make a nigga bring back Puff. Let me see if Chubbs really crash something. You're my first one like my last one. It's a classic, you don't have one. Let your core audience stomach that. Then tell them where you get your abs from.
No, not feeling it. Sorry. You on mute, bro. You on mute, Street. Street, you on mute.
You're not feeling that, though? No, the man is such a nasty lyricist, dog. He put his lyrics right on the screen, dog. So you ain't gotta go figure nothing out. This is what I'm saying right here.
I just for a diss record, dog, you got to come with that. Like how Chris Brown did, dog. The beat, the delivery, the lyrics. Like if it's a diss record, it's just my opinion.
It's 3 more minutes left in this shit.
I don't care how long it is. You lost me 3 minutes ago. What I'm saying is, listen, when you come with a diss track, If this was a song on his album, I'd be cool. But when you come with the diss track, you got to come with the no Vaseline, no Diddy. You got to come with the Chris. You got to come with that ether. You got to come like.
Nah, see, so what? Okay, so what you're saying is it should sound more sinister.
It has to. It's a diss track.
No, well, nah. These new kids are a little different, man. They about vibes. But dog, what he's saying, if you listening to him, dog, what he's saying, dog, he's murdering Drake.
He may be. He may very well be. I'm not saying he's not. I'm not disputing that. But if it's a diss track, your delivery, dog, you gotta like hit him up. Thank you.
Drink or something.
No, it's not that I'm not listening to the content. I'm talking about the delivery, the presentation of a diss track. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying if he would have said the same stuff, but the beat gotta be like it's gotta be that. You remember NWA when he played No Vaseline, all of them was in there like this? Screw face. Yeah, dog. Huh? Street. What happened? My dog done hit the portal. Somebody call the portal police. 511. Somebody dial 511. That's the portal police. I don't know what happened to him. But anyway, maybe I'm missing it because I also don't know. Here's my honest opinion. I don't know what Drake said to him. So I really don't even know what he's responding to, in all fairness to him. Yeah, it demonetized the show. I didn't play. Yeah, it's all good. We on these shows right here, we just have fun. But lyrically, it's great. It's fine. But come on, man. Come on, dog. Ice Cube, no Vaseline. Here's what they think about you. 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 Come on, dog. The build up to that was so stank. Goddamn, I'm glad y'all set it off. You could be hard. Now you don't win soft.
I didn't really like that beat, but that might be the nastiest diss track of all time. But I didn't really like West Coast beats. But now, dog, Kendrick Lamar is a fierce lyricist, bro. And if you ain't got time to listen to what he's saying, then you're doing a disservice to it.
No. I agree. And like I said, I'm not disputing his lyrical talent. What I'm saying is, if it's the diss track, you can't play. You got to go at this. Like, I shouldn't have to do like this. It should all that.
Like well, the first one. Did you like the first one? When he? I
didn't hear the first one.
When he all right, man. We ain't talking to Hayes then. Hayes,
I told you.
He culture.
I don't listen. Bro, I didn't even know Chris Brown did one till they put in the beat.
Why were you even talking to Hayes, man? He ain't even go get some battle rap. You like to watch poetry rap.
Put Chris Brown one up there. Put Chris Brown one up there. Huh?
Chris Brown, that thing was fierce.
Don't get bodied by a singing ninja. Come on, dog. See, this is what I'm saying, dog. This dude up here, he playing the violin. Get that crap out of here, man. Quavo jump was soft. His response was soft.
The violin.
Yeah, dog, he up here. Yeah, you gonna feel me. You got fake abs. Yeah, you don't do what I do. Don't get a pusher. Don't get pushed by T. Get pusher T. Get that crap out of here, man. Where we at, Street? Talk to me, man. We got to talk to the people, dog. Man, I got a show in 10 minutes. Oh, Lord.
Do you?
Yeah, it's all good. I don't know what's happening right now with the screen.
I don't want no issues, bro. I don't want no smoke. I don't want fights. I don't want to do nothing, bro. Like, please, bro.
Who wants smoke with me? 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 Who wants
Watch this. Watch
Okay,
this.
let's
Watch
get down
this.
to the facts. Pussy, I'm dripping red. Don't let this R&B shit fool you niggas get ripped to shreds. Quavo talking like he a thug, nigga, you a bitch with dread. Can't wait to see the day that you back up all of that shit you said. What's all that bullshit you talking? You ain't no huncho, nigga. You the weakest link out of your clique. Let's keep it a hundo, nigga. You fuck my ex-hoe, that's cool. I don't give no fuck, little nigga. Cause I fucked your ex when you was still with a bitch. I'm up, little nigga. They say revenge is sweet. Now think about that shit. Don't let that line go over your head. I might just sing about that shit. I had a feeling about that dick. There's something sweet about that shit. I got some tea about that bitch, but I ain't gonna speak about that shit. I ain't playing chess with a checker player. I'm a ticking bomb on a detonator. I shit on niggas, I'm a defecator. I put amigo on a ventilator. Stop talking about beating girls. You was beating bitches on the elevator. We seen the taste, that's devastating. You
Chris Brown talking about beating bitches on the elevator is definitely venom.
Bro, that's way different.
But Chris Brown, listen, it's levels to rap, Hayes. That I enjoyed that one, right? But it's not the level of penmanship of Kendrick Lamar. It's not.
My question is, why Kendrick Lamar, hear me out, why Kendrick Lamar can't say those same lyrics to this kind of fire beat? Ugh. Ugh.
Because I think he's evolving. Like he's just trying to evolve it. You saw how it started off. It started off like,
Let me see.
but you gotta listen to what he's saying. I think it's the involvement.
Mm-mm.
I enjoy Chris Brown's on, but that's not it's not the same level.
Mm-mm.
It's not the same level of penmanship, though.
I agree with that. I'm not disputing the lyrical difference between the two. I'm talking about the delivery of a diss track. That's all I'm saying. The delivery of a diss track is all I'm really saying. Somebody said, what does that have to do with the
Those
portal?
is you like that? Young throw niggas selling lows.
Started it all, right?
All 24, you won't go. Is you like that? Niggas from the bottom really
You
like
had one verse on here.
that. Stepping ambulances if you like that. Pop another bottle if you like that.
These niggas talking out of their neck. Don't put no coffin out of your mouth. I'm way too paranoid for a threat. Hey, let's get it, bro. DOT, the money, power, respect. The last one is better. There's a lot of goofies with a check. I mean, I hope them sentiments symbolic. Not temperament bipolar, I choose violence. Okay, let's get it up. It's time for him to prove that he's a problem. Niggas clicking up, but pay not be legit. No 40 water, tell them. Yeah, get up with me. Fuck sneak this and first person shooter. I hope they came with 3 switches. I crash out like fuck rap. This Melly Mel if I had to. Got 2 T's with me. I'm snatching chains and burning tattoos. It's up. Lost too many soldiers not to play it safe. If he walk around with that stick, it ain't Andre 3K. Think I won't drop the location.
That boy said if he walk around with that stick, Andre 3K.
I still
I
got
gotta get out of here, man.
PTSD.
Yeah.
What the fuck, the big 3? Nigga, it's just big me. Nigga.
That went everywhere. That went viral. Man, fuck the big
But
3.
you hear the beat, you hear the delivery. That's what I'm talking about. That's what same lyrical part, right? Same lyrical piece, but it's a diss track, dog. You got to go at their head. You can't come in there with that. Hi, my name's Coach Hayes, and I can have a workmate. Nah, dog, you got to come in there with that. God damn, I'm glad y'all set it off. It used to be hard. Now you don't went soft. Heard you was down with the AK. Now I see you in them videos with Miss Chalet. Huh? Come on, Street. I got to get out of here, man. Listen,
I close out, man. Going up out here, dog.
All right, for sure. Hey, peace, love, and hair grease. Y'all go ahead and hit the like, share, subscribe button. Coming right back on at 8:35-ish. I need 10 minutes. 8:35. We're gonna talk Colorado primetime talk. Y'all come check us out. Street gonna close that thing out, man. Hey, make sure you count that money too, dog, because we got them on the block right here. We on Hayes Street. We out of here. Peace.
Hey man, I just make sure I hear like, but he just closed it out, didn't he? He did everything I was supposed to do, didn't he? Man, y'all make sure y'all hear like on both sides of the street, man. We out here, man. What's wrong with this, man? Light-skinned people, man. Coach Hayes' mama's so fat. When she sit down, she sit around everybody. Coach Hayes' mama's so tall. God could braid her hair. Coach Hayes' mama's so black. Where he at? after her, it go back to white. Cortez's mama so small, she do push-ups under the door.
Hold up, man. Who you talking about my mama like that? Don't be talking about my mama, man. I'm tired.
And we out there.